Day 101 of canoeing across Canada. Good morning. Had a pretty good sleep. Oh yeah. I'm gonna hang out here for a few hours and really organize my things. Yesterday when I was setting up camp, it took me ages because I just couldn't find the things I needed. I must have just packed pretty quickly yesterday. I was in a bit of a rush trying to meet Jeremy. I'll spend a few hours here and really organize myself properly. Just put everything where it should be and make this trip a lot easier on myself. So that's what I'm doing. Good morning. Day 101 of canoeing across Canada. And you can see behind me, it's pretty hazy behind me. There's heaps of fires in the north and in Manitoba at the moment. And it's a slight northerly, so all the smoke's coming this way. I'm sitting on Scott's Beach on Scott Island in Lake of the Woods. So let's get this day started. Canoeing across Canada. Wow, it is so calm, it is so still. It's about 20 past 1. It's just so beautiful. Wow. Wonder what tomorrow's going to be like, being Saturday. Wonder if it's just going to be really busy. I'm going to enjoy this while I can. I made some jerky in Winnipeg. Went to Costco. Just trying to get my knife out. I went to Costco and picked up a nice piece of meat. If you watched my first half of this trip, you'll know that I love a steak with lemon pepper. It's my new favorite. So this jerky is lemon pepper jerky. It's good. This is stunning. I don't know. Horsefly. I don't know. How do I say that? Last year when I started in the Rockies, I didn't have a good day for, I want to say, 5 weeks or so. I had thunderstorms, I had rain, I had wind. It was tough. It was tough. And now, today is May 30th. Last year I started May 23rd. And it is beautiful. And it has been beautiful for the last few weeks. It's been really warm. I think today's like 25, the forecast says. It feels like it's more than that though. But I don't know, did I get the two extremes? You know, I know a lot of people said that last spring was a terrible spring. You know, they said it was a bad time for me to paddle on that particular year. But then is this normal, or is this the other extreme? Or is this just Canada? Same as New Zealand, you never know what you're going to get. 4 seasons in one day. But I am not complaining. Not complaining. All right, well, that was a pretty wholesome day. I paddled 15 miles today. Yeah, nothing to report. Beautiful day. Absolutely stunning. Not a lot of wind, and yeah, 15 miles. I paddled about 7 hours, and I've pulled up a little bit early. Well, when I say early, there's still plenty of daylight, but I'm slowing down. You know, I'm going to slow down. I'm not going to set as many goals, like daily goals for myself. I'm just going to enjoy when I see a good spot. After I've done somewhere around 15 miles-ish, even, I'm not even going to think about it actually. When I see a good spot to camp, if I want to camp there, that's what I'm going to do. And I found this gorgeous little beach. So, yeah, probably set up camp over here on this flat bit of sand. Looks like a good place. Not a bad view too. And just burned myself. All right, well, I'm going to bed. I've had dinner, cleaned up. It's getting dark. But the biggest reason of all is the mosquitoes. The mosquitoes came out about 10 minutes ago and they are nasty. So I need to retire. See you in the morning. Another beautiful day. I've had 3 beautiful days in a row now. No complaints from me. Today, I got a message this morning on Instagram. A follower, Mary, she said she's in the area and she really wants to come out and meet me and shake my hand and hang out for a little bit. So that's going to be cool. I sent her my real-time location so she can find me, which normally you only get if you're a patron. But she has been sending me messages, giving me advice and filling me in on a few things in the area over the last few months. So I thought I'd send that to her. Got some waves rolling in. Now every morning when I get out of my tent, there's a whole army of mosquitoes just waiting to get in. So every time I open the zip, I rush out and they all rush in. And now they're all in there again. So I need to shake them out. Sometimes it's easier just to leave them in there because they're all just, you shake them out and they just go back in. So I leave them in there and just carry on with my day. And at the end of the day, when I put my tent back up, they're all sort of dead and then I shake them out. But even though they're mosquitoes, I don't know, there's something I don't like about trapping them in there and then killing them that way. For some reason, slapping them while they're on my arm or my leg is, I'm okay with that, but trapping them and then rolling them up in my tent and killing them over, I don't even know how long it would take. I don't know. Anyway, let's get this tent down. Now, I love this tent. It's a big, what's it called? A big Agnes tent. Really quick setup, really quick takedown, and no complaints as of yet. It's got me halfway across Canada. I'm quite particular about putting away my things because I've got so much stuff. It's just I need to put it in order. I need to know every day exactly the same place as the day before. Because if I lose something, and I've done it so many times, I just can't find normally it's like camera stuff. Normally it's like a battery or a cable or, and I think that I put it here and I take that out and I'm like, oh, that's normally where I put it. And then I end up having to pull the whole thing out, every one of my bags, and I'm just looking for one simple thing. So now it's like, it's not worth it. I need to be very particular about where everything goes. And I think that's just a good general rule anyway. Whenever you're doing this sort of thing, you want to know where everything is, especially your safety things. So yeah, that's why I do this. Oh, let's load up this canoe. This is the heaviest, so I always put it at the front. Man, this is so many spiders on this beach. I'm going to call this Spider Beach. Knee brace. So last year while canoeing, I somehow damaged my knee real bad. And it is not any better. I did see some physios. I have been trying different things. And 1 minute there's improvement, and then it goes back to being bad again. It's clicking pretty severely almost every step. It's like click, click. So I just have to manage it. That's just where we're at. Let's go. Whee! Oh no. I forgot to put my canoe in the water, and I loaded it on the land. We are moving. All right, so I met up with Mary. She arrived just as I was leaving, and so I've come back to the beach. I've left my canoe because she said she's got some things in the area to show me. So let's check it out.
Hi, I'm Mary.
Alright, so we're just looking at these rock paintings, and Mary has a book on her boat here of Lake of the Woods and some information. And it says here, these pictographs can be found on the south shore of the cliff island. The top left figure is a, how do you say that word? Paisk?
Oh. I don't know what it means either.
Or bird of omen.
That it survived this long, it just blows my mind, you know?
Yeah.
And it was apparently made with like red ochre and bear grease.
And there's some tobacco sitting on the rock just here. So apparently people come here and give offerings. From what I heard is that these are a couple of 1,000 years old. There's there. There's another one just there. Very cool.
Love our history.
Yeah. All right, so we've just pulled up here on this island, this little rock island. So, Mary, what are we looking at here?
So this is a petroglyph. It's a carving in the rock. This is a common one. So there's tobacco. There's actually money on the ground, coins and stuff. And then I just have the water to put over top of. Like when we find one, it's easier to see the carving when it's wet.
So here's one here. Clearly a person of some kind. And then there's like tobacco. Little pot, a little bit of money here.
There's one right here.
Do you have any idea on how old these are? Like more or less?
I would say over 1,000 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just crazy to think about, the actual people or the person that sat on this rock, 1,000+ years ago, and what was sort of going through his mind at the time. Like, yeah, I'm going to draw this and carve that.
I don't know, that looks like horseshoe. Horseshoe prints.
2 horseshoes and something else.
Something else.
Yeah.
When they carve the turtles, they always seem to be facing east.
And all of this is just in the middle of this reef. There's just a reef here in the middle of these islands.
Do you have a water container I can fill for you? With nice icy cold water?
Yeah, I do. Mary brought some lunch for us, so thank you very much. This is going to be great.
You're welcome. Not freeze-dried stuff?
Not dehydrated food or
Dehydrated?
protein bars.
some veggies so you don't get scurvy.
Awesome. This is great. Like I said, I'm usually chewing on protein bars and trail mix, so
Well,
perfect.
you know, Mom, I'm trying to get some veggies into you.
Well, yeah, my mum's not here to do that. So.
My friend and I, we go quadding, you know, on an ATV, quadding.
Yeah.
And we saw like 8 bears in a day. I was going to say, like, when I go camping, that's what I worry about is like a bear or something, or like, what's that in the bush?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing about me being out here is that in New Zealand, if I went camping and I heard a noise, I would say, yep, that's this, or that's this.
Yeah.
You know, I know exactly what that is. Here, when I hear a noise, I have no idea. You know, I'm like,
Yeah.
that could be a bear, that could be a moose, that could be a mountain lion. You know, that I have no idea what that is. You know? And that's the kind of scary part, you know.
Yeah, the unknown.
Yeah,
Right?
it's not
The
like,
unknown.
don't get me wrong, it's not like super scary on my mind all the time, but if I do wake up in the night and I, you know, hear a bit of movement outside, yeah, sure, you know, it crosses my mind like it wouldn't cross my mind in New Zealand, you know. All right, Mary, I am going to love you and leave you. Thank you so much for stopping in and
Thank you so
talking
much
to
for
me
letting
and-
me come to visit you.
lunch.
It was so nice to meet you.
Likewise. Thank you.
Oh, I hope you have an awesome adventure
Thank you.
and you know, enjoy the
Got a
fun
spider.
stuff,
Got a
and
spider on me.
the scary stuff will make the fun stuff
You got
seem
a
even
spider
better.
on you too. This is Spider Beach, this one.
Spider Beach, and you know what? Oh yeah, there's another one. There's like the little fish flies that are going to start coming out, like little mayflies.
Oh yeah, I've seen those last
You saw,
time.
yeah.
Yeah, creepy
Yeah.
looking things. Cool. Oh well. Do you want me to push you out?
Sure.
Ready?
Okay. Well, I hope you have an awesome trip. It was so nice to meet you. I'll comment to you in all your videos and say hi and
Please do.
hope you're doing well.
No worries. Sounds good.
It was excellent to meet you. Thank you so much for stopping or for waiting for me.
No, pleasure. My absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for coming and saying hello. Pleasure. It was good fun. Good chatting with you. Make it back safe. The wind's picked up a little bit at the moment, coming straight at me. It's nothing too serious though. So Jeremy, back in Kenora, he told me to go this way. So the main route is that way, to my left. But there's apparently a cut through here, and Jeremy says that this is the shorter route. So let's check it out. It's obviously shallow because boats can't get through. But at the moment the water level is quite low. So maybe I can't get through as well. Maybe I can paddle it, because when I look at the map it looks like there's, you know, fast moving water. So I can either paddle it because the water level's low, or the water level might be so low that I just walk. But then when I get past this first one, looking at the map, there's a second part that looks even shallower. But this is what it's all about, eh? Bit of an adventure. I could just go left and guarantee it. But let's take this risk. This is the part that's, I don't know, when I look at the map it looks impassable, it looks too narrow. But we're about to see in a few seconds. This is cool. It's the small things, isn't it? When you're paddling on a big lake, on a big beautiful lake, then you go through a little section where it's like 50 meters of narrow, and it brings me joy. There's a family of otters over there. A whole bunch of them. It is 5:15 and I'm just starting to think about where I'm going to camp. But looking at the map, it doesn't look like there's any or many beaches around here like I've had for the last couple of nights. Maybe I'll paddle for around 45 minutes, see if I can see something perfect. And if I don't, then we'll just make do with whatever's in front of us. Ahead of me is a tiny little island that I can see. I don't know why, I've just got a good feeling about it. It's tiny. So hopefully it's got a flat spot on it. Oh no. Covered in thorns. All right, so we're on this little island and I don't know the name of it. None of the maps the map that I used doesn't show a name. I'm sure it's got a name. So I'm gonna call it One Tree Island for now, just because of this one tree here. The whole island is covered in vegetation and then there's rock faces. And the only one little spot here for my tent is right here. There's a bank going down there. So right where I'm standing now is the only spot. It's a little bit uneven, but I got my old wooden paddle. I'm just gonna even it out and make camp here. I think I'm about to put my tent on an ant's nest. And that is not what I want to do. Okay, I am not camping here. Cancel that plan. So now the next best spot on this island is right here. So that is what I'm going to do. $32. So, thanks for watching. And if you're enjoying this journey, then don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone that might connect with it too. If you'd like to go deeper and support this channel, you can find me on Patreon. Every bit of support helps fuel future episodes, new adventures, and more time spent creating. The link's in the description. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.